At this elite academy, there's an unspoken rule. Real nobles only eat the crescent-shaped cheek meat by the gills. So when someone starts eating big bites of fishback meat, they're instantly exposed as a poor kid. This was a noble game designed by the heirs of the 4 tycoon families. Every year they pick 1,000 poor students and make them pretend to be rich nobles. The game only lasts 1 month. If they pull it off, they win a massive prize. But if they get exposed, they have to work for the 4 families for free for 80 years. And I was just a bottom-rung nobody who could barely afford food. But by some freak accident, I got chosen by this elite academy while delivering food. I looked down at the gold-trimmed game invitation in my hand. Then I thought of my sick mother lying at home. In the end, I nodded. I decided to join this bizarre and ridiculous game on the first day of school. I tried my hardest to look cold, expensive, and insanely rich. I dragged a niche luxury suitcase through the school gates. The entrance was packed with rich young masters and ladies watching the show. Because today was the official start of this noble game. Everyone stared with anticipation, locking their eyes on the imposters about to appear. I knew better than anyone that they just wanted to watch Slum Trash make fools of themselves trying to act like nobles. Some people had even started betting on it, guessing how many days these lowly commoners could last. Soon, the moment my clean, striking face appeared, I instantly caught the attention of every rich young master and lady there. My expression carried a cold, expensive aura. It made all the rich kids keep glancing over. They lowered their voices and guessed who I was. I frowned slightly. I looked at the crowd blocking the school gate, then lowered my eyes to the bumpy wet ground. I impatiently picked at my ear, then pointed at a rich boy standing there in a daze. "Take off your jacket and lay it down for me. I don't like getting water on my soles." As soon as I said that, the rich boy I pointed at stared at me in shock. Damn, this guy is way too arrogant. Could he be that mysterious heir from the rumors? The noisy crowd went silent for a few seconds. But not a single person dared to argue, because this year the 4 tycoon families had changed the game. To make it harder, they actually made top heirs who had already gone into seclusion pretend to be ordinary new students. Even though I was only carrying a niche brand suitcase, no one could tell right away whether I was a fake young master played by a commoner or a real top heir pretending to be weak. I narrowed my eyes, my face ice cold. It felt like I didn't take anyone seriously at all. Every place my eyes swept over made the frozen rich kids feel a chill down their backs. The air seemed to freeze. No one dared to move recklessly, afraid they might offend that legendary top heir. Oh my god, who is this guy? His aura is way too strong. But one student couldn't stand my arrogant attitude and snapped back. I think he's just one of the commoners chosen this time. He's just a little better at pretending than the others. I walked up to the defiant rich girl. Under everyone's shocked gaze, I raised my hand and slapped her across the face. "What did you just say? Speak up, I didn't hear you." After saying that, I pulled out a handkerchief. I wiped my hand with a look of disgust. No one expected me to start swinging without a word. They immediately started whispering. "That's insane. She's the daughter of Wei Dafu, one of the top 10 richest men in the world. And he still dared to hit her? How can a grown man hit a girl? She only said a couple things about him. That's so classless." The rich girl who got slapped covered her face in disbelief. She had never suffered this kind of humiliation growing up. She trembled with anger. "You actually hit me? Do you know who my dad is? My dad is Wei Dafu, one of the top 10 richest men in the world. You offended me. You're dead." I didn't take the rich girl's threat seriously at all. I lifted my foot to step past her and leave. This rich girl had always been spoiled by everyone. When had she ever been ignored like this? She suddenly grabbed the young man's sleeve. "Stop right there! Who said you could leave?" Then came a loud clatter. A black gold card with golden patterns fell to the ground. A sharp-eyed student noticed it immediately. He pointed at the ground in shock. "Look, what is that?" Everyone's eyes locked onto that black gold card. "That's a black gold card. The black gold card that only has 3 copies worldwide?" Gasps rang out all around. The corners of my mouth lifted slightly. I thought to myself, this trick really worked. It was worth spending all that money to fake this black gold card. I raised my head. I arrogantly pointed at the boy who had laid down his jacket. Then I pointed at the black gold card on the ground. "Pick up that card, and it's yours." The boy was overwhelmed. His face lit up like he had won the lottery. I was basically speaking like I was handing out charity, but the boy didn't feel insulted at all. Instead, he smiled like a total suck-up. He hurried over and picked up the black gold card by my foot. Then he respectfully handed it back to me with both hands. "A card this valuable? Even with 10 extra guts, I wouldn't dare use it. You should keep it safe." I glanced at it in disgust. Then I took the dirty black gold card through my handkerchief. With a casual flick, I tossed it straight into the trash can beside me. "It's this dirty, how am I supposed to use it? If nobody wants it, just throw it away." The student who recognized the card clutched his chest in pain. My heart hurts. That's one of only 3 black gold cards in the whole world, and he just threw it away. Meanwhile, standing in front of me, the boy who had laid down his jacket quickly shifted his eyes. He decided I must be a top heir pretending to be a commoner. He quickly looked up and asked carefully, "Hey classmate, my name is Zheng Rui. My family is in the hotel business. May I ask who you are?" Zheng Rui asked the question everyone there wanted answered. I knew this was my first test at this elite school. If I passed, I'd get my ticket into this noble game. If I failed, I'd be doomed. I took a deep breath. I forced down my nerves and spoke calmly. "Who I am is not something you're worthy of knowing." Just then, the student council rushed over. They stood before the cold young man surrounded by the crowd. "You're Gu Moyan, right? For new student registration, You're the only one left who hasn't signed in. Come with me." As soon as that was said, the crowd instantly erupted. His last name is Gu? Could he be the young master of the Gu family, that top clan that disappeared years ago? I heard that young Master Gu only just came back to the country this year. I can't believe they actually dragged him here. The school really went all out for this game. The rich girl who had just been acting arrogant immediately hid behind the crowd. She was afraid I would take brutal revenge on her. Jung Roi's attitude became even more flattering. He quickly grabbed the suitcase from my hand. "Let me carry your luggage for you." "How could I let you do such a small thing yourself?" "Just leave it to me." Jung Roi patted his chest and pledged his loyalty. I pretended not to care and nodded. Then I walked straight ahead without looking sideways. But when no one noticed, I quietly let out a breath. My eyes casually swept over the faces of these rich young masters and ladies. When I saw awe in every single person's eyes, I knew my identity as the mysterious Gu heir who had just returned was finally solid. It was worth spending 5 months carefully choosing it. Because in this school, almost everyone came from a rich family. One small mistake and my identity would be exposed. Only by pretending to come from a powerful old money family could I intimidate these rich kids. The identity of young Master Gu, who had just returned, perfectly covered up the fact that I had no connections in the country. After new student registration ended, I walked through campus with steady steps. I looked completely unimpressed by the luxury buildings around me. My expression stayed calm, as if I were strolling through my own backyard. This cold and expensive look of mine made everyone believe even more that I was young Master Gu. Their attitude toward me grew even more respectful. Not long after, I stopped in front of a luxurious private villa. I raised my hand and pointed ahead. "This place isn't bad. I'll live here." "Oh my god, this is where the heirs of the 4 tycoon families live. How does he dare?" A female student cried out in disbelief, her mouth wide open. Jung Roi looked troubled as he stared at the cold young man. "I know another place that's definitely just as good as this." "Why don't we switch to that one?" I ignored Jung Roi's warning. I walked straight into the villa. Then I pointed at one of the bedrooms. "This bedroom looks pretty good. Go throw out everything inside. Then replace it all with new stuff and clean the place up." Jung Roi was so scared he broke out in a cold sweat. "This is the room of Li Ao, the most hot-tempered of the 4 tycoon heirs. If he comes back and sees this, neither of us is getting out of this alive."